Hi students, my name is Satyam, lecturer in computers, Government Degree College for Women's, Jagatyal. In e-commerce subject, unit 3rd, next topic is a simple mercantile protocol. First topic is today's first topic is simple mercantile protocol. So, generally this is asked in the examination. Explain the steps involved in the simple mercantile protocol or explain the transactions of mercantile process. So, the following steps are involved while the transactions going on in the simple mercantile process. That means while the transactions are going on from the consumer to the business organization and the business organization to the consumer, or seller to the buyer or buyer to the seller. So, first buyer contacts vendor to purchase the product. So, first buyer decided which type of items he want to buy. So, after deciding that factor, then the buyer can contact the vendor. Okay, so purchasing of that listed items. Then vendor states price. Then the vendor give the price list to the buyer. So which item contain the which price. So after receiving the price list, that means the quotation to the buyer and the vendor may or may not engage in the negotiation. So after receiving the price list, so the buyer may or may not take the items. So after verification of the price list. So if he is satisfied with that vendor's price list, okay, so again is decided to buy the products. So if satisfied, buyer ask the payment to the vendor. How I can pay the money? Okay, so how many installments I can pay the money? Okay, so like that the payment mechanisms, the payment methods are discussed with the vendor. So the vendor contacts billing service. Okay, so then after he is contacting the billing service, so the bill is sent to the buyer. So billing service decrypts authentication, that means authorization, and check buyer account balance, all these things. So when the buyer decided to purchase the items from a particular business organization, so then the billing service decrypts the authorization. Okay, so and check buyer's account balance. Okay, if the buyer's account balance is there or not. So if not there, so please transfer the money to the business organization. So this type of messages or this type of contacts can be done with the business organization to the buyer. So then billing service, that's why it decrypts the authorization, okay, and checks buyer's account balance, all these things. So then billing service gives to the vendors to deliver the product after receiving the amount, after successfully receiving the amount by the vendor. So then simply the vendor will give the service to deliver the products. Okay, so then vendor delivers the goods to the buyer. Okay, so on receiving the goods, the buyer signs and delivers his receipts. So like that, after receiving the amount by the vendor, then simply the vendor deliver the goods to the buyer. So after reaching the goods to the buyer. So the buyer receiving that goods and signs on the agreement and deliver the receipt to the buyer. So like that the transactions are going on in the simple method. So that's why this is called as simple mercantile protocol. So this is called as simple mercantile protocol in the e-commerce. So like that at the end the billing cycle buyer receives a list of transaction. So at the end of the transactions are completed, buyer and vendors transaction. So at last the billing cycle buyers receives a list of transactions. So which items are taken and all the type of list of transactions are received by the buyer. So like that the transactions are going on. So from the buyer to the seller and seller to the buyer, that I will show in the picture. Simple online mercantile model. So in this picture I will showing that commonly this is asked in the short question. So first of all, the customer observe the arrow mark carefully. So customer with need, so by a request to the merchant. So then the merchant remittance his request, and he give the information to the payment institutions. So after receiving the amount from the buyer, so the payment institutions give the approval to the merchant. So when the approval is coming from the payment institution, so then the merchant is delivered the goods to the customer with the need. So and direct the payment institution. The payment institution means payment online payment mechanisms. That means online payment gateways give the approval to the merchant as well as give the information directly to the customers also. So like in the form of transaction statement or in the form of monthly statements, all these type of statements. So payment institutions are directly give the information to the customer. So like that it is a simple online mercantile model, so which is shown on the screen. So this is a simple mercantile process which is shown on the screen. So like that the transactions are going on. So while a buyer buy the products from the seller. So next topic, the next topic in the unit 3rd, so in e-commerce, that is about EFT. This is asked in your examination commonly. What is EFT? What are the advantages and disadvantages of EFT? What are the broad categories of EFT? Complete information about the EFT. So EFT stands for electronic payment system. So in the payment institutions, generally the payment institutions will give the EFT technologies, electronic fund transfer technologies to the customer. So with the help of EFTs, the customer is paying the money to the merchant with the help of payment institutions. That is commonly occurred in the online business. So what is EFT? What is the advantages and disadvantages of EFT? What are the broad categories of EFT? Now I will explain. So electronic payment system is called as EFT, can be defined as any transfer of funds initiated through an electronic terminal, telephonic instruments, or computer or magnetic tap your order or authorized financial institutions. So in the form of all these methods, the money is transferred in the electronic format with the help of a system. Okay, that system is called as electronic fund transfer system or e-payment system. So for example, so many organizations, so many institutions are presently available in the market to transfer the money in the form of electronic format. So with the help of EFT, electronic fund transfer applications. For example, e-bill is the most famous EFT application. Google Pay, Phone Pay, all these things also comes under to the EFT institutions, EFT applications, EFT organizations. So it is also called as EFT, electronic fund transfer, mostly used in banking and retail, health, online markets, etc. So the EFT system present days are used in each and everywhere, mainly used in the banking sector, in the retail sector and health sector, and online marketing sectors also. This leads to products and services delivery more efficiently and provide quality services to the customer with the help of EFT. So in the fraction of seconds only, so the money is transferred from the customer to the company. So the company is received after receiving that money. So simply they will serve, the company is deliver and more efficiently provides quality services to the customers. Okay, so this is the definition of the EFT. So what are the advantages of EFT? It is easy and convenient method to transfer the money from buyer to the seller. Okay, if any probability is there, so that means in the form of gifts or in the form of cashback, so the from the seller to the buyer also. So it is a easy and convenient method to transfer the money from the buyer to the seller. So it is fast and secure. Second one is it is fast and secure. So it is very convenient, means no need to go anywhere. Okay, there is no physical cash. So for that purpose, simply in the easy method, the amount is paid to the first particular business organization. So it is fast and secure. In the fraction of seconds only, the amount is delivered to your particular company or particular shop. For example, a supermarket is there. So in the supermarket, you have to pay the money of some 5,000 rupees to the supermarket. So you have to go to the supermarket and take the physical cash is a risk, and it give the that physical cash to the particular supermarket counter, and the counter salesperson will receive the money and verify the money and checking the money. Okay, and if is tallied, then only he says the amount is received. So this is a in the physical example, it is a very lengthy process, but the way with the help of EFT applications, in the fraction of seconds only, so you can transfer the money from your side to the particular supermarket owner. So in the fraction of second only seconds, the supermarket organization will receive the money and give the receipt to you also. Okay, so that's why it is very fast and secure mechanism which are commonly used in the present day market. Next, it is efficient and less expensive than paper check payments and collections. So compared to the physical means paper checks, okay, and paper checks payment mechanism, and give the money to the collection boy. Okay, so the collection boy will have the some salary, okay, and give the take the physical money from the bank and give that money to the particular salesperson. So it is nothing but somewhat difficult, but it is efficient and less expensive. Okay, so for example, each checkbook contain some checkbook contains some amount, and so each check also contain one some amount, okay, to handled by the banking organization. So while issuing the checkbook to the customer, the banking organization will deduct the some amount to each checkbook. Okay, so that means each check is a some it is nothing but an expense of some amount. Okay, so but in the online transactions, almost all, okay, present days in almost all free, okay, free of cost. So even though it will take some service charges, that is very lesser than the physical transactions. Then no need to carry and issue physical cash. Okay, so ikkada no need to carry, okay, safely carrying of physical cash, and the fake notes issue, all these types of issues are not occurred while money is paying to the customer, to the business organization, or sell buyer to the seller. Then disadvantages are with the EFT applications, release of private information. So maybe chance while you are entering the data through EFT in the EFT application, EFT website, that means the EFT gateway, in the EFT gateway, while the amount is transferred from customer to the business organization, you have to give some personal information to that EFT gateway, EFT application. So that is credit card number, and CVV number, and a name on the card, expiry date of the card. Okay, so our OTP, all these things are you should share with that application. So if that application is a secured application, then no problem, but it is a non-secured application, then the private data of the customer may be, okay, released, and it is maybe used for disadvantage operations purpose. So in this EFT mechanism, no human interactions are there. So that's why generally the old people have did not know about it, about this EFT transactions. So they did not believe this, old people are did not believe this transactions. Why? Because in this scenario no human interaction is there. Few EFT devices in certain areas of the world, okay, so not successfully transfer the money. Okay, so it is limited to some area. So that's why, so in the few EFT devices in the certain areas, okay, of the world are not used for to transfer the money in the worldwide manner, or to the business organization. So awareness, knowledge of EFT must be there to the customer. Okay, already just now we discussed. So the customer must be know about the EFT application, and the knowledge and awareness is also have that to the customer while he is using the EFT electronic fund transfer applications. So very expensive for banks. Okay, so it is the EFT maintaining the EFT application somewhat expensive to the banking organization. Why? Because in the secured manner it must be designed, and it must be maintained each and every milliseconds of time. Okay, why? Because each and every milliseconds of time, some lakhs of transactions, online transactions are going on with the help of EFT, electronic fund transfer mechanism. Okay, so like that the EFT have some advantages and disadvantages. Okay, so then next we will discuss about the EFT categories. So generally the EFT electronic fund transfer mechanisms are classified into three categories, that are number one, uh, in the banking sector. Okay, so in the banking sector they are used the EFT applications. So banking sector means it is nothing but one of the example of financial payment systems. So second one is retailing payment. So third one is online e-commerce payment systems. Also nowadays we are using this EFT applications. So first one is the EFTs majorly classified into three types. Number one, the EFTs which are used in the banking and financial payments is one category, and retailing payments in another category, and online e-commerce payment system, this is third category. So like that, three types of categories of EFT applications are there. So first type is banking and financial payments. In the banking and financial payments, so many EFT applications are used. Okay, so the large or wholesale payments like bank to bank transfer, so is happened with EFT. Smaller retail payments, that is with the help of ATMs also, so you can transfer the money. So from home banking, that means bill payments through the bill desk, all these types of home banking applications also contain the EFT applications. So the applications which are used in the banking and financial sectors are called as EFTs of banking and financial sector. Okay, so in the banking and financial sector, the EFTs are mainly used in the form of ATMs, okay, and e-billing. Okay, so లేదా for example in the SBI bank Yono Cash. Okay, so Yono app. Okay, all these type of applications are available while the banking organizations are using. So next second method is retailing payment. So in the retailing payment system, while we are going to the retail shop in the physical mode, and we are paying the money with the help of in the form of electronic money. You are going to the physical shop, you are buying the products in the physical mode, but you are paying the money in the form of electronic format. So with the help of EFT applications, so that means with the help of you are paying the money to the shop owner, to the shopkeeper, so that is with the help of credit cards and debit cards. Okay, all these types of EFT mechanisms are comes under to the retail payment system. So in the retail payment system, credit cards like Visa and MasterCard and RuPay card, present day we are using in India level, so we are using in the RuPay card also. Visa and MasterCards are using in the international manner, international worldwide manner. Okay, and labeled credit and debit cards, example JC penny cards. Okay, so charge cards, American Express, like these types of cards are called as charge cards. Okay, whatever it may be the types, credit cards and labeled credit cards and charge cards categories, all these type of cards, three types of cards are used in the retailing payment system. So the credit cards examples are Visa, MasterCard and RuPay card, and so labeled credit, that means debit and credit both, is example of JC penny cards, and third one is charge cards, that is American Express is the example of category of charge cards. Okay, so with the help of these cards, we are paying the money to the particular business organization with the help of EFT application, electronic fund transfer application. So like that, the EFTs are belongs to retailing payment system, is also second type. Then third type is online e-commerce payments. So while we are buying the products in the online websites, services from the online, you have to pay the money in the online mode only. Okay, so in this place also we are using so many EFT applications. Okay, so that are belongs to online e-commerce payment system. So in the online e-commerce payment system, okay, first one is token based payment system. In the token based payment system, already we discussed eCash, that means DigiCash, e-checks. Okay, so that means online checks. So this type of applications, EFTs, are belongs to token based payment systems. Token based payment systems. So then next, Mondex e-currency cards. Okay, all these type of cards are belongs to smart card section. Then credit based payment systems. Okay, so encrypted credit cards. Okay, and third party authorization of credit cards. All these cards are credit cards are used the EFT applications to transfer the money in the electronic format. Okay, like that, the EFT, electronic fund transfer systems are classified into three categories. Number one, banking and financial payment systems. Then number two, retailing payment systems, and online e-commerce payment systems. Okay, like that, the EFT, electronic fund transfer mechanism, that means applications are very useful in the e-commerce, that means in the online business in the present days market. Okay, so right, next topic is in the e-commerce unit third. Okay, so digital token based electronic payment system. Digital token based electronic payment system. Okay, right. Now what is the digital token based electronic payment system? The electronic tokens are a financial instruments of a bank for making different types of electronic payments. They are alternative for cash. Electronic tokens are issued. These electronic tokens are three types. Okay, cash are real-time systems cards, and number two, debit are prepaid cards, and number three, credit are postpaid cards. So with the help of this mechanisms, we are paying the money in the form of electronic manner. So this is called as digital tokens. This is called as digital tokens. So like that, the digital tokens are majorly classified into three types. Okay, so the first one is financial electronic cash cards. Then the second one is debit or credit cards. So then third one is credit cards, debit or prepaid cards, credit or postpaid cards. Okay, so the first one, in that one, first one, electronic cash, e-cash. So in the e-cash, there are so many types of cards are available. So that is financial values and interoperability, so retrievability and security. So then first one comes to the electronic cash. Okay, so in the electronic cash mechanism, so which is belongs to credit or postal prepaid mechanism. Okay, so the cards, electronic cash cards, is nothing but it is an alternative for the cash for making payments over the internet with security and privacy. Most of the business organizations made e-cash, okay, as a principal form of payment. The following are the properties, features of e-cash. So these are nothing but the properties or features used by the particular credit or debit card or electronic cash payment systems. So that is nothing but financial value must be there to the e-cash, and interoperability option must be there. So tarvata retrievability must be there, and security is must be there to the particular e-cash. So next, second one is electronic checks. So with the help of electronic checks, it is nothing but same belongs to the physical checks. Okay, so but which are used in the electronic format, and that will be transferred from customer to the business organization. The business organization encash that checks, okay, as usually. So then third one is smart cards. Okay, so the smart cards in the smart cards section. So smart cards are generally credit and debit cards with a microprocessor over it. It stores the more information than old magnetic strip cards. Presently we are using microprocessor based cards, but on olden days magnetic tape strip cards were used. Okay, so this is these cards are used to transfer the money from one place to the another place. Okay, so that is mainly they are belongs to two types, that is number one, relationship based smart cards and electronic purchase cards. So first one is relationship based smart cards, number two electronic purchase cards. So that in that one, the first one is electronic based cards, and the second one is relationship based smart cards. So in between these two a small difference is there. What is that? I will explain. So it is an enhancement encashment for the existing card services and provides additional services to its customers using chip based or other devices. The services may include access to multiple financial accounts, value added marketing programs, etc. So it includes access to multiple accounts such as debit, credit, cash access till bill payment, multiple access options at multiple locations. So the multiple options are available and in the multiple location, that may be local or global. So these types of cards are belongs to relationship based smart cards. Okay, relationship based smart cards. Next, the electronic purchase. These are the small and wallet sized smart cards. Small and wallet sized. Wallet sized means a small the cards which are used in the wallet. Wallet means purse. Okay, so the size is in the wallet size smart cards. Okay, with a programmable microchip. So it contains a microchip. That microchip contains the programmable microchip. So which stores sum of money to use rather than the cash. So vending machines with a card reader accept these purchases. Okay, a vending machine is there. If you insert that card into the vending machine, simply it accept that card and give the money to the particular business organization or particular shop. Okay, so like that the electronic purses, that means electronic purses, e-purses, that is called as e-purses. So e-purses cards are smart cards, so which are mainly used to do the payments in the electronic mode, in the electronic method. Okay, so like that the merchant will contact with the customer, and the customer can pay the money through the EFT, electronic fund transfer application. Okay, so with the help of EFT applications, the different customers are using with the different platforms to pay the money to the business organization. So the EFT application can be integrated to each financial institutions and banking organizations and different accessing platforms also. Some customers are paying the money through the mobile, some customers are paying the money through ATMs, some customers are paying the money through the desktop, some persons are going paying the money to the laptop. Okay, whatever it may be the platform. Okay, so physical device, whatever it may be. So the EFT application, the electronic fund transfer application, must be very secure and it is user friendly in the business organization. So then what will happen? The electronic fund transfer is very easily transferred from the source to the destination. That means seller buyer to the seller. Okay, so then the seller will receive the money and give the services to the buyer as quick as possible after receiving the money. So like that, the EFTs, the electronic fund transfer applications, EFTs are very very useful applications which are commonly used in each and every online business organization, that means e-commerce business organizations. Okay, so like that, the EFTs have so many advantages, but as a customer, you have to aware, and you have to knowledge on the EFT applications, so then only you are not hacked by the hackers. Okay, so otherwise you are hacked by the hackers, and your money may be lost while you are transfer the money in the form of electronic method with the help of EFT applications. So that's why the EFT applications are designed very user friendly applications, and very secured, high secured applications are software are available in the at the EFT applications. So with the help of that user friendliness and high security reasons, the present days the EFT electronic fund transfer mechanism, that means applications are easily transfer the money in the form of electronic format. Okay, so that is the concept of the EFT electronic fund transfer mechanism. Okay, so like that, in the business organization and in the online business, okay, so the money is transferred easily with the help of the EFT applications, the electronic fund transfer applications. Okay, so the electronic fund applications are the EFT applications must be follow some characteristics. Okay, so that means financial value must be there to the electronic payments, and interoperability, that means in the different exchanges the connection is must be there with the different exchanges. Interoperability, that means interoperability means so it is integrate with the so many business organizations, so many banking organizations, so many financial organizations, so that is called as interoperability. Okay, it should be an exchangeable instruments for other eCash or Peppy Cash deposits, goods and services, etc. That means the interoperability character must be there to the this EFT applications. Why? Because so if a person have the account at SBI bank, but the business organization have the account in ICICI bank, so the EFT application must have the connections with the SBI and ICICI bank. Okay, then only the EFT application will transfer the money from the SBI to ICICI bank. Okay, this is some example. Okay, so like that, the interoperability, that means the integrity between the all financial organizations or banking organizations must be there. Okay, with the EFT application. Okay, tarvata retrievability. Okay, so and security. Retrievability and security are the two more characteristics to the EFT application. So it must be storable and retrievable either on a remote computer, smart cards or any special devices. Then remote storage allows users to exchange eCash from home and office or even in the traveling also. Okay, retrievability, that means not only a particular place, the EFT applications can be worked with the help of some usernames and passwords and PIN numbers and OTPs like this. Okay, so you can use these applications with the help of remote areas also, remote devices. So that means remote devices means you can use the this EFT applications from the home and office, even in the traveling also. So you can access, that is retrievability must be there to the EFT applications. Then last but not least, high security. And why? Because this is this is the matter of money. So every business organization or every customer, okay, so is the importance, utmost importance, they are giving to the money. That's why while the money is transferred from the buyer to the seller or seller to the buyer, most security is given by the EFT application. So should not be duplicated and tampered, okay, when prevents from the duplications and double spending all these things. So the while the money is transferred, so that money should not be hacked by the hackers, okay, and that must not be duplicated and not tampered, okay. So these prevents, all types of prevents are security measurements are embedded in the EFT applications, okay. Like that, the EFT applications are very useful applications in the online business, that means e-commerce business today, okay. With the help of this EFT applications only, total money is transfer from the source to the destination, okay.